Hey everyone, it's CJ again, back with another video after what seems like the longest break. But hey, I'm not doing this professionally, I can do this whenever I want. I thought for today's video, why don't we do a little Q&A? So I think a week or two ago, I sent out posts asking you guys to send through your messages and questions that you might have for me, and I'll answer them as best as I can in this video. So let's get into it. First question: what inspired you to start YouTube? Um, for me, I think starting YouTube has been a product of me watching endless videos on YouTube. My favorite photographers, tech YouTubers, just a whole lot of content on YouTube, and let me put my face there as well because I like things. But now I've always wanted to get into filmmaking eventually, and making videos on YouTube like this with the gear that I have was, I guess, a good way to get into it. Second question is, what made you want to explore more in your photography? I think after I got like the first taste of photography, like right at the beginning, and I saw like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, I can frame it up like this, or I can do it like that. I was like, you know what? Let me test it out even more. And eventually, I grew my equipment, got better gear, met new clients, all that, and then eventually I'm like, you know what? Let's do the most that we can with this. Third question. Oh, what do you miss about Zim? And what are some differences you can tell between Zimbabwe and South Africa? So for those of you who might not know, I am Zimbabwean and I moved to South Africa in 2007 when I was 8 years old. So most of my life has been this side. But from differences between SA and Zim, honestly, there's not a lot of differences between SA and Zim. Of course, cultures, languages, and all that. But I don't know. You need to go see for yourself. You can go tell me what the differences are for yourself. Next question is, what is faith? Yo, okay, that's deeper than I thought we'd get. For me, faith is a warranted trust and belief in something that you don't necessarily see, but you've been given evidence of its existence through everything else around it. I have faith in gravity that if I drop this phone right now, it'll fall to the ground. But I don't see gravity, but I can see what it does. That's what I think faith is. When are you the happiest? It's very difficult to put that into one moment, but I can say that my top 3 happiest moments are when I'm with those that I love. Second would be on the Sabbath, when I can just take a rest from the world and all the stresses. And finally, of course, photography. Can you tell if a pic is photoshopped? I don't know, can you? How do you keep going when everything is going against you? I think for me, what keeps me going is definitely knowing when to stop, knowing when to take a break. That's definitely what keeps me going. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm my happiest on the Sabbath as well. And the Sabbath for me is almost taking a break from everything. So during the week, flooded with work, assignments, just busy. And then on the Sabbath, I can take a break from that and just recover, refreshes my mind, gives me energy, and then I can get back into work. And luckily, I've just grown up to be a very positive person. I make do with what I have. I am someone who will always find a solution to everything. People sometimes complain that I always have an answer, but you know what? Hey, you can do that. There's no one way to do things. I feel like if you close your mind off to always having one way of doing things, when that way doesn't work, the whole world falls apart. So open your mind, broaden your mind to many things. Things will go better for you. Next question is, how old were you when you got into photography? And what was your first camera? I got into photography when I was 15 or 16, and my first camera was, actually, give me a second. This little Canon was my first camera. I still remember there was a picture that I took of a little plant growing in the middle of concrete with this camera. I wish I still had it. But yeah, this is where I really first got into it. Good times. What camera do you use now, and what is your favorite lens? I now use the Canon 1100D, and my favorite lens by far, the 50mm 1.8. What is your dream job? Surprisingly, photography is not my dream job.
Well, well, well. How the turntables.
I do not want to do that as my main career. I want to have things, something more sustainable, I guess, on the side, and then photography be like, fun money. So maybe architecture, being an architect might be one, or anything in design. Let's put it like that. I love designing, so give me something in design. Has there ever been any photo shoot you dreaded and wish you didn't accept? You trying to run me out of business? Who is your favorite musician? Favorite musician right now is definitely Black. I really enjoy his music. What are you looking forward to in your photography? Oh, I'm looking forward to upgrading my gear, because I feel like that will really open up the opportunities, open up the type of pictures that I can take. But I mean, that's not the main thing. I'm looking to broaden my portfolio, broaden my skills, try out new concepts, meet new people. That's always the main thing, just meeting people, taking new pictures, finding new places, things like that. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully the world goes back to some type of normal, and then I can enjoy that properly again. Do you think you've defined your style? Not yet. I'll say I'm still fairly new to this, so I still have a long way to go, but I'm getting there. I'm happy with where I am right now, and I'm happy with where I'm going. So more experimenting, doing more of what I want, and hopefully you would like. I think that's the way forward for me. And I'm not stopping anytime soon, so stick around for the journey and let's see where this leads us. And I thank you for all the questions. I'll surely do more of these in the future. I enjoyed this. If you want more of these, let me know and we can do another one sometime soon. But stick around, and who knows what the next video will be. All I need you to do is just like the video, subscribe if you will, share the channel with others so that they can also join along in the journey. And I will see you in the next video.